everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Pell.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock, and let's predict the postseason.
Let's go!
Alright, guys, so how we're going to do this is we got our brackets right here. Y'all should be able to see them right now. We got Adam's bracket on the left. We got my bracket on the right. We're not the same person, so we are going to differ right here. Let's start with your bracket, going with that Tampa Bay and the Cleveland Guardians matchup.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay going to Cleveland. Who do you got in that wild card series?
Honestly, guys, the Tampa Bay Rays this last month of baseball have been pretty bad. And the Cleveland Guardians, quite the opposite, pretty elite. Love their pitching, love their offense. I am going with the Cleveland Guardians in this one.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on this one, man. Cleveland's just been a little bit too hot for me to count them out at this point. I am going to say Cleveland in 2, actually.
Ooh.
Tampa Bay not getting any W's.
Okay.
They're getting swept.
I got them in 3 just because Tampa can be a little bit, tricky.
They can
and
be
a little
tricky.
mosquito-y,
They can be
but,
tricky, for sure.
But no, that's a good prediction.
All right, let's, before we do the Toronto Blue Jays, hop on over to that Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. What do you got going on there?
Oh,
Phillies
man.
Cards.
You know I love my Cardinals. I got St. Louis in 2. St. Louis in 2. They got that energy. They got that, veteran leadership. That's where I'm going with right here. St. Louis in 2, baby.
Yeah, I mean, St. Louis is a phenomenal ball club. I mean, Arenado, Goldschmidt, it is hard to pass those guys up. And you got to think, Pujols, Wainwright, Molina, they're going to be instilled with that incredible veteran energy. Give me Philadelphia, though. I'm going to take Philadelphia in 3. They're going to make the upset right here.
Wow.
Big boy Bryce, he is so sick and tired of not making postseason. I can just see that dude right there with his freaking big-ass beard and his crazy, scary-looking face, just screaming at his boys in the dugout right there, talking to them, giving that motivational speech.
See, that's kind of the reason why I didn't go with them, because they're they haven't been here, where St. Louis, they have a bunch of guys who have been here before. So that's
this
it
is
for
their
me.
time. Philly's gonna move on.
No!
All right, now let's hop over to that Seattle and Blue Jays series. Now, we actually did just make a video, folks.
Yes.
I don't know which one's coming out first. Maybe that one, maybe this one. But we're both taking Blue Jays here, obviously. We're both taking Blue Jays in 3. I mean, if you want more analysis on it, please make sure to go check out that video. It will be available to you guys, just a series preview.
Yeah.
But we're going to take them in 3.
Yeah, I mean, look, and just to give you a synopsis of what that is, I think it's a very close matchup. Yeah, they're going to take it in 3 for sure. But I think the Blue Jays home field advantage and just, the bats are going to be just a bit better. They're going to win.
All right. Now, this one's a tricky one. San Diego and New York Mets. And I've actually been going back and forth on this one a few times right here. I feel like San Diego is one of those squads where they really could surprise some people, but the Mets are obviously incredible.
Yeah.
Who do you have doing it here? It's going to be in New York at the Mets Stadium.
I got him right here. I got to go with New York. They got DeGrom. They got Scherzer, man. Is Scherzer healthy again?
I actually don't know.
Okay.
That's a pretty important question.
It is a good question. But DeGrom is there, and man, it's, again, like you said, it's in New York. The Mets aren't going to let this one get out of their hands. They're going to take this one.
Now, here is the thing. The New York Mets, over the past month of baseball, have not been that elite. They let the division go away. You know what I mean? That was their division to lose. They lost it. New York Mets fans have had a rough time over the past little bit. I'm going to take San Diego Padres. I'm going to take the San Diego Padres right here. I feel like we've gone a little bit too far in the other direction. You know what I'm saying? It's we were all on them really hot right at the beginning of the season. Then we kind of fell off them after trade deadline, even though they traded for Juan Soto. It just didn't seem to be working. And I feel like we've just gone a little bit too far in the other direction.
See, that's me. I kind of look at their team and I'm just you just disappoint me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's kind of been the mindset right now. But I think they're going to come out, they're going to knock off a big contender in the New York Mets, and everyone's going to be like, oh, wow, yeah, how did we not see this coming with the roster that they actually do have? I'll take the Padres, man.
Okay.
Padres in 3.
Padres 3. Okay. All right, well, now let's look at our ALDS matchups. Obviously, we got a little bit different ALDS matchups, or I guess NLDS matchups.
Yep.
But let's look at the ALDS. They're the same. Guardians, New York. Who do you have in this series?
This is a tough one, dude. This is a really tough one. I mean, the Guardians have obviously been hot, but they have to go to Yankee Town. You go first, because I don't know yet.
Honestly, I'm going to go with the Yankees in 7. I think they're going to be very sticky. I think they're going to be... Look, Yankees are going to have a few days off. They're not going to be as warmed up.
Is it 7 games now?
Oh, wait, sorry, excuse me, 5.
Okay,
oh my God,
okay,
thank you. In 5.
I was like, wait a second.
Yankees my bad. Yankees at 5. It's going to go to the final game, and they're going to take it. They're a good team. They're going to take it away.
Okay, Yankees in 5. I mean, that's a pretty good predict right there, man. Like, you got Aaron Judge. You obviously got, like, Garrett Cole, Nasty Nestor, like Severino was pitching a no-hitter right there and he got taken out. But then you got the Guardians who are just like super hot.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the New York Yankees are really hot.
Yankees are Yankees.
All right, give me the Yankees.
All right, good.
I'll take the Yankees. I kind of like what you're saying right there. Yankees in 5.
Yeah.
That does seem to make sense to me. I mean, they're obviously going to be at home right there, and you have to think like if they don't win that first series. We were in Yankee land like a month ago or so. There's going to be some people with some pitchforks. Riots. They are not going to like that at all. So they just need to win that series for their safety.
Yeah, I agree. And now how about that Blue Jays Houston series? Look, I'm a Blue Jays fan. I'll start it off right here. We are going to get absolutely spanked by the Astros. They're just way too good at baseball. I'm going to say Astros in 4.
Astros in 4,
Astros in 4.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be gross.
Wow.
It's going to be gross.
Wow. I mean, okay, so I think that...
They're so elite. The pitching's elite. The hitting's elite.
I get it, man. There's a lot of logic and stats and facts and whatever involved in picking those Astros, and I hear what you're saying. But there's also a little part of me that says, well, if we do beat the Mariners, like if we do that, then we're gonna be on the road. But it's like, are we gonna have that momentum? Like, is sitting for like 4 days or 5 days, like however long you need to sit for Houston, is that good for you? Like, are you gonna be like a little bit out of it? Like, you just keep going to the dance. You keep going to the ALCS. It's like sometime the other shoe's got to drop here.
I hear what you're saying, but also, we're going to be touching on that 4th spot in the rotation, which is an absolute blank. It's a roll of the dice where Houston is just consistent throughout.
I hear you. Houston is really good, but I'll take the Blue Jays. I'll take Blue Jays right here. I'm going to take Blue Jays. I'm going to go Blue Jays in 4, actually.
And
it's going to be it's going to be one of those things where I think people are going to be like, how did that just happen?
Right.
Like, what
the biggest upset?
It's just like what transpired.
I'm all for it.
It's gonna happen so fast. There's gonna be some screwy plays right here. It's like Bregman's gonna like do a stupid thing, or like, I don't know. There's gonna be some weird stuff. Umps are gonna get involved. It's gonna be crazy.
There's gonna be another Jose Bautista bat flip.
Maybe something crazy like that. No one's gonna know, but we're gonna win.
Oh my God, I love it. All right, now let's look over on the NL side of things. Let's start with my guys, the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Atlanta Braves. Now I have here. It's gonna be a good matchup. I mean, the Atlanta Braves are so good.
Right.
The St. Louis Cardinals are so good. This is gonna be one of those legendary matchups. However, I do think that the Atlanta Braves are gonna win it in a 5-game series.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
It's theirs.
That's reasonable. I might have to ride that with you, man.
With the Phillies, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Phillies are gonna come out and they're gonna surprise some people right there. But I just think Atlanta is just a little bit too strong. They're just gonna overpower them right there. It's just it's really it's you can't really beat them right now. They're just too good at baseball.
I hear you. Okay, now let's look at that other NLDS series. I've got the Mets versus the Dodgers. Dodgers are just elite. I don't know how I can bet against them, especially New York Mets being as cold as they are. Like you said, they can win at a 3-game series against the Padres, but the Dodgers in 5, Dodgers are going to spank them. They're going to move on.
I think it's just impossible. As much as I want to make a hot take right now, I want to be able to go like Padres. It's just impossible, right? Like, you can't actively do that against these LA Dodgers.
Yeah.
They're just simply too good at baseball right now. So I have to stick with, what everyone's saying, and I have to go with those LA Dodgers to win that series.
Okay, we got definitely some different matchups on the ALCS side of things. Who do you have for your series? You got the Yankees. You got the Blue Jays. What a matchup this would be for the ALCS. What do you have and what are your thoughts?
Yeah, this one's gonna go crazy, folks. Now, here's my thinking. We already beat Seattle. We already beat Houston. The really hard work's done. The really hard work's done here. So I think it's
gonna be New York's hard work.
Well, yeah, but like maybe not quite as hard as Houston,
Yeah,
right?
Houston's
like
harder.
this is gonna be,
Yeah.
it's gonna be really tough. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to take anything away from those Yankees right here. But I mean, Blue Jays just stunned the Houston Astros in 4 games. They just stunned them, you know. Like all of MLB's like, what's happening right now? This wasn't supposed to happen. We're gonna take it. It's gonna be a little bit harder this time, though. It's gonna be 7 games. It's gonna be 7 games.
Okay. Gritty 7-game series.
Yeah.
That will be something for the ages for sure. That will definitely nurture that rivalry.
Yeah.
Now for me, Houston, New York. Look at this; they're the best teams in the AL. I gotta go with the Houston Astros. I know it's a safe pick, but like, how could I not? Like the last 5 years, they've been amazing.
Yeah.
This year, they've been amazing. There's been no holes in their game. Like I gotta go with Houston, and they're gonna go back to the World Series.
That's understandable, man. Like I do hear what you're saying right there, and that's why I mean, as far as safe picks go, like I have to ride with these Dodgers here when it comes to this NLCS.
You gotta go with the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's once again, it's just one of those things. It's really hard to bet against them. Now, I do think that if any team is capable of knocking them off, it is the Atlanta Braves.
Well,
I really think that if any team is capable of doing that, it is going to be the Atlanta Braves, and I would not be shocked in any way or so how if that did happen, but I'm going LA.
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do for my prediction. I do think it's going to be quite the battle. I'm saying, though, Atlanta in 6 against the Dodgers, because, look, I love the Atlanta Braves. They have great pitching, great offense, great culture around the team, and I think they're going to just defeat the juggernaut. They're too used to being elite. They're going to be tired. They're going to think it's easy. They're going to be beaten, and we're going to have on my end, a little reunion here. World Series last year, same matchup, so we're going to have that.
All right.
But let's start with you guys first. This is way more interesting. Blue Jays, Dodgers.
Yeah.
I've heard our fan base say a lot, Blue Jays, Dodgers World Series matchup. Now it's here. What's going to happen?
Here, guys, and I mean, like, we're gonna be underdog the entire way here. You know, Houston was one thing, New York was another thing. LA's something else entirely. Like, LA is just so talented on both sides of the baseball, folks. Like, you look at that pitching, you look at that bullpen, you look at the fact that, like, pretty much every single time that the last 10 comes up, they're 8-2, 9-1. You look at, like, their bats, just like it is so deep, it is impossible to bet against them. I will take the Toronto Blue Jays in 7, because it's gonna shock everyone. It's gonna shock everybody. We're gonna like the whole of MLB. The whole of MLB is gonna lose their freaking minds. They're gonna have no idea what happened. Be like, this was not supposed to happen. This is not how we wrote it up. But that's what's gonna happen here, guys.
Oh my God! There's no bias. There's no bias.
None.
Like, there's no bias. For me, guys, it's a matchup. Like, again, it's another reunion here. Houston Astros, Atlanta Braves. I'm a big lover of the Atlanta Braves, and I think that they're gonna win again.
The
back-to-back championships.
The back-to-back.
Remind me of 93 and 92 for the Toronto Blue Jays. This is gonna be the Atlanta Braves' time. They lose Freddie Freeman, but they don't care. They get Matt Olson. Austin Riley breaks out. A bunch of the guys breaks out. A lot of their pitchers break out. Man, this team's too good. Back-to-back World Series rings for those Atlanta Braves.
That's reasonable, dude. That's reasonable. I mean, this is I like both of ours. I think it's really exciting. Kind of like mine a little better than yours.
I of course like yours a lot better.
That'd be just like one messed up postseason picture. But everybody, you let us know in the comments down below who you have winning the World Series. Like, which bracket are you riding with the most? Like, what do you think we got right? What do you think we got wrong? This could, like, I could be totally. We could both be totally wrong. Right? It's like,
of course.
Philadelphia Phillies could take this thing.
When are we ever right? Oh, for predicting brackets.
Very rarely.
No one's right.
Like, literally, I think they have challenges where it's like you get it all right, you win like $1 million.
Exactly.
You know? Like,
exactly.
It's freaking tough, guys. It is really tough. But you let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, folks.
Guys, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, $3 a month to become a Patreon member. Shout out and thank you to every single one of our Patreon members. You guys are absolutely awesome.
Thank you so much for watching.
And
go Jays, go!